Hi, I'd like to talk to you today about great expectations are not always so great when we get overly attached to them. My name's Aaron Gross and I'm a clear mind coach and I help people get clear on all sorts of issues, whether it's relationships, money, their life, family, work, whatever it is. You can get clear now when you have a clear mind and approach it from a much more calm, collected, and strategic manner. And today I want to speak to you about great expectations are not always as great as they may seem to be. Because when you get overly attached to your goal or the outcome that you're looking for, the extent of your attachment to that outcome will be the extent of your pain if you don't actually reach it. So that's not always a very nice place to be. But we do have to have goals. We don't have to have anything, but it's nice to have goals and expectations. When we live in the world of form, we're always going to have expectations of ourselves and people around us. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me explain to you. There's the idea of the form and the formless, as we talk about in the principles behind a clear mind. And the form represents what you can see, what you think, and you create in your current reality around you. That's what is overtly out there in front of you. The formless is much more subtle. It's what we can't necessarily always touch and see so easily, but we get in touch with it when we calm down. It represents the good feeling and that goodwill that lies behind the outside of things. It's going deeper. It's going inside out, looking at the world from a deeper side within you towards what's going on around you. Because not everything on the outside is as it seems. And we have it this way certainly in our relationships with people. Because we're all living in what I call separate realities. And understanding separate realities actually brings great peace of mind and clarity to you. Because no two minds think exactly alike in the world of form. What you think and what you see will be slightly different to what I see and I experience. Even if we're watching the same movie, you might get caught up in one scene, I might get caught up in another. Same movie, two totally different experiences. So where are we on the same page? As I just said a moment ago, in the feeling of goodwill and love and commitment towards each other, our partners, our loved ones, our friends. That's where we come together, because that's in the formless. Whereas expectations, on the other hand, is very much in the form. And you'll never exactly see the way I do and vice versa. I'm never going to see it exactly the way you do. Even though to a certain extent we can come together, but it's never going to be identical. So in our relationships, because I can't see things the way you do and vice versa, you can't do it exactly the way I want it to do, excuse me, therefore, in my partner, my spouse or whatever, I can't love you the way you want me to love you exactly. And you can't love me the way I want you to love you, because we're living in two totally separate, different realities. And therefore, when it comes to my relationship with you and you with me, the ball is either in your court or it's in my court. If my happiness is dependent on what you're going to do for me, well, then the ball's in your court. And I'm at your mercy to do what I want to make me happy. But I don't want that. I want the ball in my court, because I realize that ultimately the only person that can really make me happy is me, not you. You can try, I can give you some clues, but it's not necessarily going to be exactly the way I want it. So therefore, I'd rather do it myself. But in my relationships with expectations of other people, if I don't have expectations of other people, you might think, well, look, I'm just going to be a doormat. Everybody's just going to walk all over me and take advantage of me. So I guess in the world of form, it looks like I'm being a doormat to other people because maybe I'm acquiescing too much, giving in. But the reality is that I'd rather live a happy life being a bit of a doormat than leaving the ball in somebody else's court and having to have them do what I want to make me happy, quote unquote. And I can still have expectations again, and I can still lay down certain rules with other people. But if I'm not overly attached to them, then I'll be okay whether they fulfill it or not. And that's where we get into the balance between goals and expectations and my happiness, I guess. That as long as I have a goal, that's fine, an expectation, that's fine. But again, I would like to have that goal. I'd like to lose 20 pounds this year. And if I get it, great. And if I don't, I'm still going to be okay. Because I know that the innate health within me that exists within me, that spark of life, is always going to be okay no matter what. So the message from today is let go of your attachments to expectations, and you're going to live an amazingly, lovingly, healthy, happy life. And you'll be able to tune in to your creativity, to your innovation, to your inner calm, and your compassion and well-being that you have for yourself, and that'll beam out to everyone else as well. Hope you like this. If you do, please click on the like button down below. And if you haven't subscribed, do so now. And I'll leave some details up there if you want to continue this conversation. I give out a free 15-minute coaching session for people that are interested in connecting further with me and developing this conversation to see if we can work better together in the future. Until next time, bye for now.